Velvet Note's a place where you can see and hear world-class musicians in a setting that's as intimate and as comfortable as your very own living room. What we try to do here is bring down the wall that often exists between artists and audiences. We give you a chance to get to know the artist. You're always guaranteed a chance to meet the artist. And we also want you to hear the music the way that it was meant to be heard. We have the best jazz performers in the world who perform here. Grammy winners, people who are legends in the jazz field. And all you have to do is go right down the street. Here, you're able to see them, and they're right in front of you. They're an arm's length away from you. It's like they're performing a private concert for you and the people you love. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
What's up, everybody? I'm Noah.
Hey, I'm Josh.
And we're Roman Street. And this Saturday night, our friends at the Velvet Note are going to be restreaming one of our performances at thevelvetnote.com.
Yeah, y'all go check it out tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern. We love Tamara and everyone there at the Velvet Note. They've been so good to us over the years. And so y'all go check it out. There is going to be a donate link where you can donate to the Velvet Note and kind of help keep them going during all of this. And we appreciate you guys so much. They're also going to have a link to purchase our new album, Balcony of the World, that we released a couple months ago. So y'all go check it out tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern.
Check it out. Appreciate you guys.
All we need is love and music. And a little chocolate now and then doesn't hurt. Please help us bring these performances into your home without charging a fee. Donate at thevelvetnote.com. Donate.
Happy Valentine's Day. And cheers.
very much. Good evening, good evening. Thank you, and welcome to the Velvet Note. This is by far and away our favorite place here to play here in Georgia, and great to be back with you this evening for a special occasion, special menu. We even brought our favorite violinist on the planet, Miss Melanie Duncan, y'all. Got a great set of music for you. We're going to play some of our Roman Street staples and try a few new things for you. And hope that you enjoy all of it. This next song, I'll stop talking so you can.
No, it's okay.
This is your song.
Totally fine. Yeah, I wrote this. Can y'all hear this? Okay, good. I wrote this in my college years. I went to Auburn. Yeah, this is one of the first songs that I wrote. It's not the first song that I wrote. It's probably the first one that I felt, enough courage to actually play in front of people, or to actually attempt playing in front of people. And so this is one of our first radio singles we ever did. It's called Caravan. gonna do another original one for you guys now. This, as far as I know, this is the only like girlfriend song that the band has. This is a girlfriend song for me about a girl I dated in high school. I don't think Noah has one, do you?
All my songs are girlfriend songs. Dude.
Okay, well I only have one then. So this next one's called Elizabeth.
Mobile, Alabama tonight. Round of applause for our other players. Melody, thank you.
Okay, this one we're gonna do. This is one of my favorite. It's a cover, but this is one of my favorite songs all time. Ever been written. It's been redone thousands of times, and this is our particular version of Besame Mucho.
Perfect Valentine's Day, if I must. Thank you all very much. Thank you. So do we have anybody here this evening? This is your first time to hear Roman Street play. Oh, we got many. We got a lot.
Oh, great.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
I feel like we've conquered Atlanta already. And sure enough, there's always new people. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope you're enjoying it. A little bit about Josh and I's story is we're brothers, first and foremost.
It's true.
Known him his whole life. And we were born to very musical parents, and music was the thing very encouraged in our house. Any instrument didn't matter what it was, and we both ended up with guitars in our hands, and we're inspired by all kinds of different music. And we met a fantastic guitar duo from Europe that we'll talk a little bit later that was kind of a main inspiration and driver of Josh and I's creative efforts and career. And through this journey of music, one of my favorite styles of music that I've come across is called rumba. And over the years, I've tried to compose a bunch of different rumbas. The main rhythm it sounds like this. So it's got that kind of Latin, kind of drivey feel. It's very easy to dance to. That's what I listen to when I'm driving in my car and stuff like that. And anyway, so this is one of the very first rumbas that I tried to compose. I named it after a very charming city that I visited years ago. It's the capital city of Costa Rica. It's called San Jose. Scorpio Milenio. On with them in the back. My favorite bass player on the entire planet, y'all. An inspiration and part of the musical royal family of Mobile, Mr. Joe Morris Jr.
So now I'm looking at the set list, and we can do one of two things. We can do a slow, pretty one, or do y'all like the fast stuff?
Fast stuff.
Fast stuff? Always the fast stuff. We'll get to the slow stuff later. There's a guitar player that's been a huge inspiration on Noah and I. His name's Jesse Cook. Anybody know Jesse Cook? She does.
Somebody does.
I just heard the woo. Well, good. Yeah, Noah, we've got the chance to open up for him and play some shows with him a few times. And he's a wonderful person, has been really encouraging to Noah and I. And this is one of our favorite tunes of his that we learned a few years ago called Bogota by Bus. Yes!
We're scoring points with this.
We are. This is for you. This song's for you.
This song is dedicated to you.
Yep.
Yeah, for both of you. Happy Valentine's Day. This is not part of Jesse Cook's song. We are going to improvise something for you here. This is, I should mention that since you're a fan of his music, we like to just kind of jam a little bit. Ladies first.
for you. That's for you. Thank you. Everybody, that's Mr. Brian Morris on the drums. Isn't he just the best? He is. Yes, you are. You're the best.
Velvet Note's a place where you can see and hear world-class musicians in a setting that's as intimate and as comfortable as your very own living room. What we try to do here is bring down the wall that often exists between artists and audiences. We give you a chance to get to know the artist. You're always guaranteed a chance to meet the artist. And we also want you to hear the music the way that it was meant to be heard. We have the best jazz performers in the world who perform here. Grammy winners, people who are legends in the jazz field. And all you have to do is go right down the street. Here, you're able to see them, and they're right in front of you. They're an arm's length away from you. It's like they're performing a private concert for you and the people you love. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. All we need is love, and music, and a little chocolate now and then doesn't hurt. Please help us bring these performances into your home without charging a fee. Donate at thevelvetnote.com. Donate.
Does anybody have any questions, comments? Throw the bomb. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. Any comments, concerns, questions?
No? Everybody good? Just
Where do you keep playing?
turn the microphone off and play,
Yeah,
some guitar. Yes, sir.
Well, so Mr. JoJo Morris has been playing with us for probably closing in on a decade now.
And JoJo and I are actually just talking about this backstage, how we first met. It was at the art in our city. The second Friday of every month, we have all the art galleries open up. We have this thing, an art walk essentially, and the bars have like a walk-in cocktail for people or whatnot. And JoJo has for years been known as the bass man in town. And Josh and I had just started playing together, and our mom was a big fan of Joe's before, and she said, "Listen, if you guys ever need bass, you should go meet this guy." And so Joe was a natural choice when we started to add bass guitar to some of our compositions, and then.
So at the time, JoJo was playing with us, and we had a longtime drummer, a childhood friend of Noah and I's that was playing with us at the time and had been playing with us for years. Well, the time came he started a new business, and he couldn't play music anymore. He had to leave the band, so we were kind of left drummerless for a little while, which was a little bit scary. And then Noah and I were looking around, we were scouring the whole Eastern Shore where we lived, trying to find someone, and then
we were all stressed about it.
We were super stressed. I mean, it's just, yeah.
Because we probably had like 50 or 60 contracts, of engagements. People wouldn't play, and our drummer was like, "Oh, I just can't do it anymore." And so
and then
we needed a drummer.
We finally did I think we did maybe like a trio gig, just me and Noah and JoJo, and we were telling him about our woes, our drummer woes, and he said, "Hey man, y'all should just call my brother." I was like, "You have a brother? And he's a drummer?"
And he's a drummer?
Really?
He's awesome?
Like,
you don't say.
Yeah. So he introduced us to Brian, and Brian's the best.
It was an upgrade in every way.
We are so blessed and so lucky to have met both of them. But anyways, that's how we met him.
Yeah, that's how we met him. And Melody, we met her. I say that I met her. We had for years we had a music festival in Mobile called Bayfest. and it went on for a long time. It was the biggest music festival in our city. And Josh and I played there one year on the jazz stage, and when we got done, I went and got a drink, and I came back and I wanted to listen to the next band. By the time I got back, I saw this girl shredding this violin with curly hair, and I said, "She's awesome!" I was like, "Who is that?" And of course, we were kids at the time. We were like 19 at the time. I didn't have a beer. I was 19. I did not have a beer. but
oh yeah.
But I literally called Melody one day. I got her number from somewhere, and she probably thought I was probably going to ask her on a date or something. I called her and left this message, and she didn't answer, and she didn't respond. And I called again and left her a message. I said, "Hey, I have a band. I would love to add some violin to your music." And she didn't call back. And so I kept calling, and finally one day she called me back. She was like, "Oh, I'd love to play with you guys." And here we are.
Yeah.
I think you were in Spain or something, and I just thought she was dodging my calls because I was single. And
yeah, it was like 6 months later. 6 months or so.
It was a long time. I was in Vermont somewhere when you actually called me back one day, and here we are. Anybody else? Question? Yes. Oh yeah, Roman Trio. Sorry, I was going to touch on that earlier. I didn't get to it. The guitar duo that I mentioned, it was mentors to Josh and I. They live in an old Roman town in Switzerland called Baden, and it's a suburb of Zurich, northwest of Zurich. And they have and our teacher specifically lives in the Roman Quarter. It's got the old Roman bathhouse that they redid and turned into a spa, and the old dilapidated aqueduct and everything. And it's just kind of a place that serves as a continual inspiration for Josh and I. When we were tossing around band names, we went with that because that's kind of alludes to our story a little bit in our training. And he lives on Die Römerstraße, and you translate it to English, it's Roman Street.
Oh yeah. He does.
Yes, ma'am, you know that firsthand.
Yeah, that's right.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
She is more of a music connoisseur. She loves music. She had a lot of records in her house and always had music playing. She's more of the dancer.
She has a musical background in booking music. She's booked a number of bands, and she also worked. There's a beautiful theater in downtown Mobile called the Sanger Theater, and she was the event coordinator there for a long time. And so she has a pretty good history of working with town and booking bands. And so it was a natural fit when she left there for her to kind of come on and be our manager. Mom's our manager. And that's awesome. Full family band.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
That's true.
Yeah. Mom's vicious. I'll tell you. When she's negotiating with other people, she gets after it. She's the sweetest person in the world, but I guess when it comes to her kids.
She will not let you leave without buying a CD.
That's right. She'll get you.
She'll hug you to death.
Yeah.
Until she gets your $20. And lets you go.
That's right. Mom is not going to be here to get you tonight. She couldn't make it, but our beautiful and lovely sister is over here, and she will take your CD orders and give you a hug, and she will be filling in for Mom tonight.
What Mom looked like 50 years ago.
That's exactly
right there.
It's uncanny. It's crazy.
So while we're on subject, we're on the Roman Street in Switzerland. One of the many songs that Josh and I learned over there is called L'amore mio. It means my love in Italian, and I never really knew the meaning behind this song. I just thought it was a beautiful composition for probably 8-9 years. And Josh and I studied this song. This is where we pulled a lot of our techniques from, is listening and analyzing these melodies and the chords and the rhythms and everything. And I'll never forget one day we're sitting in the basement over there on the Roman Street, and the composer of this song is a guy named Nick, and he was like, "Oh, you're playing all the notes right, but you're just not playing any of my music." And I did not understand what he meant. I thought that we had like a language barrier thing going on, but no, he was speaking to me completely plainly, because Josh and I were playing the music and reproducing exactly like they played it, but we weren't putting any of our own feeling and emotion and energy into it. And that was really the lesson of this song. And it's just a beautiful piece of music, and we wanted to share it with you guys tonight. The band does a fantastic job on it as well. And so here it is, all the way from Baden, Switzerland. It's L'amore mio.
Anybody here like gypsy jazz? Anybody? Well, maybe, okay, good. We will try to convert some of you that either don't like it or haven't heard it yet. This is one of our favorite types of music to play. Our teachers that Noah mentioned, this is the first style of music that I remember them teaching us. And this next song that we're going to play is one of the first songs I saw them play live, and just kind of really got me hooked to the style of music and made me want to play the guitar. And this next one is a gypsy jazz staple. It's called Minor Swing.
much.
Thank you. That's something good, huh?
We're getting to that.
We're getting to that. These are all the warm-ups. So this one, we're going to try a new one on you guys. This is going to be on our upcoming album. It's called Navidad. Hope you guys like it. We got time for one more for you all this evening. We hope you thoroughly enjoyed the show and the wonderful food. If nobody has any more questions, we're going to leave you with a song called Cinco. This is on our Bohemia album, and I think it's the first song on our Bohemia album, isn't it? Yeah. This is a long song.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all get comfortable.
Yeah. No, it's this song is called Cinco for it's Spanish for five. It's named after the five of us rehearsing one day. So I hope you guys truly enjoy it. And here we go.
I think we got time for one more. Is that okay with you guys? Can we do one more? Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still working up to it. So
I got one now.
you stop that.
No, seriously, does anybody have it?
Everybody knows it.
Here we go. No, seriously, does anybody have any requests? Anybody that we might know? Maybe? I don't know. A love song. Yeah. Ma'am, how you feeling? We can do all those. I know all of these. Let's do a quick vocal check real quick. For all the lovebirds, you know. We love you.
Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else about you? You take away all my sadness. You fill my heart with gladness. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. In the morning and all its rising glory, it brings a new day with all its troubles too. Oh, you take away all my sadness, you fill my heart with gladness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. The morning in all its splendid glory, and as the problems of all the years through, you take away all my sadness, you fill my heart with gladness, you ease my troubles, that's what you do. Oh, you take away all my sadness. You ease my heart with gladness. You ease my troubles, that's what you do.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody. Last one by request right here, called Cafe Mocha. guys very, very much. We hope you enjoyed yourselves on Roman Street. Please come back and see us sometime very, very soon. We love you very, very much. Happy Valentine's Day and good night.